Hello, my friends. I am back with some breaking news. But before I get to that, let me talk about the migrant shelter at Floyd Bennett Field. And then I'll tell you about what Governor Kathy Hochul of New York is proposing. She's proposing to spend billions of dollars on the migrants. But I'll give you the details in just a little bit. Let me tell you what's going on at the migrant shelter at Floyd Bennett Field. The tent city at Floyd Bennett Field is obviously very controversial. It's far from stores and hospitals and schools, and it's a tent city, which is not the most ideal place to live in the winter, and it's taxpayer funded. It's a taxpayer funded shelter for undocumented immigrants, which is not great for the taxpayers. So the taxpayers are not happy because their dollars are being spent at Floyd Bennett Field for housing migrants. And now some migrants are not happy with this tent city. Given the extremely cold weather right now, some migrants are saying that walking back from school can be very challenging for migrant parents and their children. Living at Floyd Bennett Field is making people unwell. I've seen some reports because it's given the harsh winter, it's not the most comfortable place to live, obviously. And reportedly there was a leak during bad weather, and then strong winds can obviously affect the tents. And so no one's really happy with the situation. Not the American taxpayers and not the migrants. And guess what's happening now? New York Governor Kathy Hochul is proposing a new budget. It's a $233 billion budget that includes $2.4 billion to cover the cost of sheltering migrants and to provide funds for case management, and to provide funds for medical and legal bills and employment-related services. Wow. Think about $2.4 billion, how massive that sum is. And that's how much Governor Kathy Hochul of New York is proposing for the migrants to pay for the cost of sheltering the migrants, to provide funds for case management, to pay their medical bills, legal bills, and employment-related services. That's a variety of services, and that's a huge sum of money. As an American citizen, if you need medical services, you have to pay for those services. You have to have insurance coverage to pay for medical services, and you have to pay premiums to have insurance coverage. If you, as an American citizen, if you need to hire a lawyer, you have to pay the lawyer, you have to pay the fees, and often by the hour, because lawyers will often charge you by the hour, so you have to pay for every hour that the lawyer provides services to you. But here is New York Governor Kathy Hochul, who wants to allocate billions of dollars to not only pay for shelter for the migrants, but to also pay for their medical and legal bills. So people who broke the nation's immigration laws will get legal services paid for by taxpayers, while hardworking American citizens cannot afford to hire a lawyer. They cannot afford to obtain legal services because of how expensive legal services are, because of how expensive lawyers are. Hiring a lawyer is not cheap. And so many American citizens, even if they have legal concerns, even if they wish to talk to a lawyer to get a solution for their legal problems, they can't afford to do that because hiring a lawyer is very expensive here in America. Now, have you ever called a law office and asked how much a lawyer will charge you? Of course, it may depend on what kind of legal concerns you have, but let me tell you, hiring a lawyer is not cheap. It's expensive. And New York Governor Kathy Hochul is proposing taxpayer-funded legal services for illegal immigrants. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe that this is happening in New York. Now, $2.4 billion, that's the sum that Kathy Hochul is proposing to manage the migrant crisis. The New York governor is proposing $2.4 billion to manage the migrant crisis. And I don't even know what managing the migrant crisis means. Managing, the way I see it, government officials are not managing anything. They are simply pouring more and more and more taxpayer dollars towards the migrants. That's what's going on in New York. My friends, share with me your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this proposal that Governor Kathy Hochul has. And you can go to my website, tausifanam.net. You can share with me your comments. You can send a message once you go to my website, tausifanam.net. You can also send me an email. My email address is tausif@tausifanam.net. Once again, my email address is tausif@tausifanam.net. My friends, get in touch with me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I will wait to hear from you, and I'll be back again soon with a new video. Thank you for watching.